Hello. Yes. Well, thank you. Yeah. So that fight last night. That fight last night was. It was a good fight, but of course the decision was something else. Yeah, it was pretty much. I told you. I hate to say it, but I told you so. Right? I said Loma had to win by knockout, most likely to get this decision. So my prediction turned out to be right because I didn't really predict Haney to win, deservedly, but to win by a hometown call that decision. Yes, hometown decision. How many have we seen in the past few years? Too many, too many. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm really sad for Loma and him getting another loss on his record without really. I mean, let's be totally honest. This is his third loss, and I don't think he deserved any of them actually. He just was so unlucky. Well, maybe the first one to Salido, but that was also a very close fight, and he was too young and inexperienced as a pro. So yeah, maybe you can make a case that he did lose that fight, but only by like a point or two or something. But the other fight to that, I don't want to call him any names, but I don't like him. Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, I thought that should have been a draw, really. But even, yeah, no, no, it should have been a draw, really. And even that, yeah, all right. Let's call it. Maybe you can make the case that Lopez deserved it by a point or something, but certainly not by those wide scorecards that he got. That was a disgrace, of course. It only made his already massive ego even more massive. So anyway, this fight was yeah just another disgraceful decision. It was a competitive fight, no doubt. I mean, as you could see from Lomachenko's face, he did get tagged, but still, he deserved the you know the decision definitely. So yeah, um, I don't have anything left to say. I think probably he won by 2 rounds, like many others said. Fernando Vargas, for instance, and a few others said he also. Yeah, there were a few that said that. Yeah, yeah, I don't know really. I hope there will be a rematch, but I wouldn't really, count on it. I wouldn't hold my breath. Uh, and rematch for what? To get robbed again? I mean, if there was a rematch, then it would be have to happen somewhere neutral, like Japan or with more neutral judges as well, and because it cannot happen in Ukraine, as we know, unfortunately, or Russia, or yeah, maybe Germany would be a good place, yeah, or even UK. I don't know, but yeah, anywhere but United States, we know that there is no way in hell. I mean, Lomachenko must to get that decision. He was should have won at least like 9 rounds or something, eight at least, but even nine probably. Yeah, if he won eight, then it would have been a draw probably. So yeah, you know how it goes. Yeah, I really don't think he was just more dominant in that fight. He was, you know, forcing the fight more than Haney. He was landing more often than Haney anyway. So yeah, it was his. Sadly, it might have been his final great performance, but I hope not. I hope there will be at least one more. Yes, fucking. So yeah, and the other fight, I did happen to catch Chantelle Cameron versus Katie Taylor. That was a yeah rather good fight. It was a good fight. Chantelle definitely did win deservedly. She was forcing the fight, landing more by round. Katie Taylor had some good, she focused on counter punching, but she simply didn't do enough, to deserve that decision. And the one judge who scored it even was also way off. I scored actually 7 rounds 3 for Chantelle Cameron. I see others scored Tony Bellew and what's her name, Alicia Baumgartner scored 6 rounds to 4. Have no problem with that. The other two judges had the same score. That's good. I was afraid they might rob Chantel because it was, in Ireland and where Katie is like, a goddess almost. So, yeah, but I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad they didn't rob Chantel and Katie actually did lose before, but it wasn't credited as such as a loss. So this isn't really her first loss, but officially it is. So yeah, yeah, it was a good fight. Yeah, I also caught a few others. This Gary Cully, he was really wow. He was, let's say, exposed and badly. Well, he lost anyway by a knockout in 3 rounds. Well, a stoppage just got caught. This guy's way too tall for a lightweight division. So yeah, I s- I also saw Matt JJ Metcalf versus his name. What's his name? Dennis Hogan. That was a pretty good fight. Yeah. So yeah, that would be all in all the summary of this boxing weekend. Next weekend we got some good fights, so I will be back tomorrow ready with prediction for those fights. Till then, stay tuned. See you. Bye.